So I'm going to go ahead so that we have plenty of time for you all to hang out with Metatron. And some of you know, some of you, gosh, I'm really blessed to have all of you with us. Some of you have been with me since I first started channeling Metatron in 2008. And so it's been just an extraordinary journey. And you've all gone from being friends to extended family. I appreciate each and every one of you. So many of you know that Metatron goes off on tangents. And it's in these tangents that he's teaching me constantly, right? And so his tangent over the last couple of weeks has been trust. And there have been many, many opportunities over the last couple of weeks for me to increase my trust with spirit, with guidance, with myself, because we have to trust ourselves as well. So it has been a wild ride this week. Many of you heard my story about exploding toilets and how everything I got everything I asked for. I got everything I needed out of that situation. So I've been walking around all week, kind of like hanging on to this feeling that I experienced a miracle. And so that's what trust can get us. It is the miracle, the feeling that we have been seen and heard and our needs have been answered. I hope that you all will be able to experience that in your lives as well in a much more gentle format than exploding toilets. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring Metatron in. Is there anyone here that has not met Metatron as of yet? Most of you, I think I know. So I'll just take a brief moment and let you know that when I channel Metatron, he has a funny voice. That's not because you know, in the cosmos that Metatron has a funny voice, but it's the way that I delineate the voice in my head and the voice of guidance. And so when he showed up with this voice. And it's unique because before Metatron, I didn't have any interesting voices when I was channeling. So I encourage each and every one of you to use your discernment today. You'll get lots of information, you'll hear lots of things spoken about. And if it's true for you, please take it and run with it. If it doesn't resonate with you, just set it aside. It may resonate at some other point in time, or it may not be for you at all. I do not remember what Metatron is talking about during the session. So if you need clarity for anything, please make sure you're asking while he's hanging out with you. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. Enjoy your time. All right. Good day to you. One moment, please. All right. Good to see you. Oh, so many beautiful faces. How many of you are happy in your lives? Good. Good. How many of you are unhappy in your lives? Or undecided, right? Or lukewarm, right? Yeah. And you want to know what? That's okay. Because right where you are is exactly where you need to be. I know that many of you are wishing and hoping that, things would look different, that you would be there instead of here, you would have that instead of this. But you know what? Your soul is a wise, wise being and will always take you to or hold you right where you need to be. There are so many lessons and blessings coming for each and every one of you. You are beginning to enter the season of your holidays, right? Our woman thinks of it after what is the Halloween. It becomes the holidays. Well, we would really like each and every one of you to begin to think of each day as a holy day. Right? It will really change your perspective on how you live your life. Right? If each day is sacred and holy, what does that make you? Sacred and holy as well. Yeah. And so as we begin to open things up for your questions today, there's two things we would like you to know. You are more than what sits in that chair. And you have heard us say this for years and years and years. And we keep repeating it so that you will finally be able to receive it. You are more than what sits in that chair. The second thing that we would like you to know is that you are loved beyond measure and you are never alone. We have nowhere to go. Consciousness is always there with you. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us at any time. All of your guides and angels and galactic beings that love you, it is our job to be present for you. It is our commitment to show up when you call. Please remember, right? Beautiful. All right. So I think there's a little button with a hand on it if anybody wants to raise your hand and ask a question. And if not, then you can just start waving frantically and we will see you eventually, right? All right, Heather. Hello, beloved one.
Hello. This is the time when the little dog has decided it's time to bark. Sorry about that.
Of course. Our energy is not only here, with our channel, but in your space as well. So animals do respond.
So I just want to say thank you, Metatron, for all the guidance and the so much love and just everything. And I just want to say I'm a slow learner. Sometimes it's hard to get through to me. Is there anything you'd like me to know that I've just been, I don't want to say dumb about, but not connecting to?
Right.
And I'm going to mute so we don't have to listen to our lovely friend here.
All right. Well, it's okay. Either way, beloved one. So let me see. Let Metatron check in with your soul instead of us just answering that question for you. So what your soul is showing us is a burst of starlight. And would like to remind you that whether you feel disconnected or connected, whether you feel that you're getting messages or not getting messages, you hold a vibrational frequency. And your frequency is important. So manage your energy, right? Vibe it up, bless your food, right? Anything that you take to the body, bless it, fill it with light. Remember that you are greater than what sits in that chair, Heather. You bring divine light, you bring divine messages. Don't be afraid to let it flow, right? You've had lots of teachings and lots of training from different places, right? In this moment, that culmination is just waiting to be released. Why would you have learned and experienced all that you have just to hold it? Begin to give it away. Share it more, right? This goes for all of you, right? Does this assist you, Heather? All right, good, 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 good. And please remember that you're always welcome to reach out to my woman and, of course, to us as well. All right? All right. Thank you. All right, Jelly. It is a blessing to be in your presence.
Hi, Metatron. A blessing to be in yours. Thank you for this tonight. So I will echo, I thought what Heather said was really sweet, and I can relate. I think you are well aware that I have a hard time listening, and I feel like I progress at a snail's pace. But so Heather, you're not alone. I think as you know, I love questions, but I would say my most burning question is, did I inadvertently pick up an attachment recently?
Yes.
Was it from my hairdresser?
It wasn't necessarily the hairdresser, but it was in the space.
In that space. Interesting.
Now that does not make your hairdresser bad or wrong, or the
Right.
space bad or wrong. It is
Mhm.
easy to pick up attachments.
Mhm.
And if you have a challenge, reach out to our woman.
Okay.
There's a way to release that.
Okay. I'll be sure to do that.
And we want to remind you, or share with you rather. Do you know that our channel also believes that she's a slow learner?
Oh, thank you.
That she sometimes wonder what's taking so long, right?
Yeah.
You're right where you're supposed to be.
All right.
Always.
Anything else I should know?
Yeah. So the subject of trust for you is a big one. And so the universe is going to be bringing you more and more opportunities to trust your guidance, to trust your soul, to trust your intuition and knowing. And when you begin to trust, even if it's just a little, right, things will begin to open up exponentially for you, right? Because it's almost like you have to take that first step. Okay, I trust this piece of information or this direction. And when you do, then it's like everything. It's like opening the floodgates, right?
Yeah.
And so for you, if you're looking to be in a different place in your life, really begin to open up to the trust.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be trust of another human being in the moment. Begin to trust your soul. Begin to trust God first.
Okay.
And then it's easier to trust
Definitely.
me. All right.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right. Jenna. How are you, beloved one?
I'm good. Hello, Metatron.
Hello.
My question to you is, I'd like to know how to go deeper into my heart space. I've been feeling a tightness when I try to do this, and I'm just wondering what's going on there.
Right. Well, sometimes when you've experienced traumas in your life, it makes it difficult to drop into that heart space. There's a little bit of protection going on there, right? Which totally makes sense if you've been hurt, if there's been trauma that has taken place. The beauty is that you can continue to pay attention to the heart. You can also open the root chakra, open the crown chakra, so that energy flows a little bit more uninhibited, through the body. And don't force it, don't push it, but sit with the heart, sit with your physical body and see what it has to say to you, because your evolution starts there, beloved one, right? Right here in this beautiful physical frame. And your body's got a lot to say. So I encourage you to grab your pen and grab your journal and talk to your body, talk to your heart, find out what it is that is up to be healed in the moment.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Does that assist you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Good. Grab a sip of our water, just a moment. Oh my, it has lemons in it. We did not expect that. All right, so hello. Who's next? Who who is it? Anna?
Yes, we're with a group and
Oh, okay.
Lisa's here. Can you see me?
Yes, hello.
It's been such a
been
long
while.
Yeah, fantastic to see you again. My question is really one about the collective consciousness as it is right now, and this feeling of just extreme unity arising on one side, and then this what I consider craziness in the AI and this breaking down for many people into a controlled setting where they're losing that connection. And then there are many other of us who are in this expanded, joyful place. So I've been trying to reconcile that and see how it is that our earth can continue with that split.
Well, beloved one, all is in divine order. And reconciliation, and we say this with all love, right, isn't what's being called for in the moment. what's being called for is for you to stand in your truth and hold the light of that truth that you bring. The AI, the people that are still asleep, those that are still disconnected, are on their own journey. It's going to be okay. You've heard the saying, no man left behind, right? No soul will be left behind. No soul will be left sleeping, slumbering. But what happens is sometimes the light bearers, the light workers, get distracted by those things that cause you concern. And we understand, right? But those that would like you to be distracted use that and kind of push that into your space so that you remain distracted. And so we're going to ask you those things that you're concerned about, bless them. Anything that you're judging, beloved ones, anything that you're concerned about, bless it, right? God's got it. God's got it. And when you wonder or you are in fear or you think that the world is going to disintegrate because of all of these things, just know that God's got it. Okay? Is that helpful at all?
Well, it's a reminder. Keep going back.
Well,
That knowing.
yeah. Everything. Do you think that AI would be on your planet if that wasn't something that God wanted created?
I don't know.
No. No. There's nothing outside of
Yeah,
God's
you know,
presence.
humans have this free will, and
Yeah. That's true. But we ask you to we gave Michael some homework. And there's a book. There's a book. Have him tell you about it. All right.
Okay.
And it might change your perceptions about free will. It might change your perceptions on a very deep level.
Okay.
I know. I hear everybody asking. The book is called The Right Use of Will.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's a game changer. A perception changer. Keep up the good work, beloved one. Please don't get distracted. Bless those things that are concerning you and lay it at the feet of God. Let God take care of it. All right? Okay. All right.
Right,
Thank you
someone else in our space here.
Okay. All right. Come on down. We've got plenty of room. Hello.
Hi, we met just briefly. Wendy, I'm Tom.
Hello, Tom. We are Metatron.
Sorry, I'm new, so.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I've been going through a big change of stepping back from a lot of work and healing and counseling. And it seems really clear that that's been a call. It's also included some fatigue, which has been part of the call, slowing down. And it feels like there's something deeper called for in this time. And I wondered if you could sense some of the nature of that might be helpful for me as guidance.
All right. So we just for a moment with the body, pay attention to the adrenals. The adrenals are having what would be termed adrenal fatigue. And that is part of your feeling tired, right? And so what is up in your space is that your how do we phrase this? There's more, right? As you're journeying, there's always more. more to understand, more to glean, more to bring forward for those upon the planet. And you're in that place of the more. And you're going to be receiving some downloads that are going to give you some information and direction that you have not been thinking about. Very shamanistic in nature, right? And so you will notice that you might have the encouragement by spirit to write, to begin to get information out there, because what you hold, my friend, important, right? Who you are is important. You make a difference in the world, right? And so begin to attune your mind to the more, right? You know what you know, and you've done what you've done. Now go, okay, what's beyond that? Because spirit has, they're like circling, circling above you, ready to begin to bring some new and innovative information into your space.
It makes sense to me. Part of this experience, and I think possibly part of the adrenal fatigue, is I've been running a lot of energy in my body.
Yeah.
I'm a Qigong teacher, and the energy's been escalating at a pretty rapid rate. The last full moon kind of started burning the inside of my body. So I'm wondering if it seems like the more has to go in different directions. Does that make sense? It doesn't seem like more energy is going to be super helpful at this point. But I don't know if you have any counseling around the energetic does seem to open more of a channel connection, more
Yes.
of a higher transmission field, if you will, and that sort of thing.
Yes.
And so anyway, do you have any thoughts around that whole experience?
Well, you are a channel. You were created to be a channel, and you have known yourself to be a channel. And so what is coming partly with the more is greater. You're going to have access to greater consciousness that, with your permission, will move to you and through you. Right? Make sure that you are keeping all of your chakras open and aligned, particularly your root. Right? And it's not surprising that this is something that's, you're kind of getting the nudge, right? Because things are opening up, and so new information will come through, not only your mind and your physical body, but it's going to come through your voice as well. So don't hesitate to allow yourself to speak for spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is stepping forward. That's a really great first step. Right? That's a really great first step, and that is not we are not able to share with you in the moment with stepping forward. But if you sit and ask, you're gonna open that door, and all of a sudden there's gonna be so much conversation happening. You're gonna go, wait a minute, I can't write that fast. Let me get my recorder. Share it, my friend. Let it come to you and through you. All right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Indeed.
Thank you.
You're so
Thank
welcome.
you.
All right. All right. Who is next? Okay. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Metatron. So good to be here. I really do like that question. What does my soul have to have me look at inside of me or give me direction or information? I really like what the person that brought that to and asked, because it's very intriguing what's going on.
Right. So it is, you have moved a lot, you have healed a lot, you have cleared a lot, you have opened a lot this past year. It's almost like a whole new Catherine sitting in your chair, right? And so the general message is, thank you for listening. Thank you for making yourself available. Thank you for trusting spirit. Because in truth, that's one of your strong points, beloved one, is trusting spirit, right? You feel that you have to do something else in the moment, but what spirit is saying is just keep steady on the path. Steady as she goes, right? Steady as she goes. And it's all unfolding in front of you. Remember when we say, do what's in front of you? Do what's in
Yes.
front of you. Always, always, and you will get exactly what you need, and you will be taken exactly where you need to go. All right.
Yeah, I really do resonate with what you're saying. What's happening is there's a lot happening, but it's so big, and I get caught up in the bigness of it that I realize I just have to concentrate on the first thing that needs to be done. Right.
Yeah.
So, and I like that you talked about trust to all of us, because I realized just in this last couple of days, I had a huge, I want to say, insight to the universe really proving to me I need to let go and I need to trust, really trust, and sometimes I could be talking for maybe other people in this group that maybe it happens to them. It's just like sometimes I'll speak for myself. I get it thrown off a little kilter, because I'm living in this third dimensional body and all the third dimensional stuff that's going on in the world. And then I constantly remind myself, hold on, wait a minute, you are a light being. This stuff is not, and what keeps coming to me all the time is all of my spiritual friends and my other friends, they're just like forgetting that they're the light. And I'm like reminding them, but and that's like, and part of me believes, I think you said this the other night, part of me believes that I'm just here to hold the container for what needs to happen, hold the light for what needs to happen on Earth and in the ascension process. And yet the other part of me goes, but wait a minute, I want to share what I have to give too, And so it's kind of like that. But I just I feel really good. But something very odd happened to me the last couple of weeks when I was in a real bad spot. My husband passed away, and I'm telling you, it is like I thought I was going crazy because I saw a man, I didn't see his face. He had the same build as my husband, the same hair, like a hat my husband would wear. His socks were pulled up the same way, wearing shorts. And I went, okay, that's could be a walk-in, but everybody has, doubles. I let it go. Then about a week and a half later, same guy. And I still couldn't see his face. And I kept thinking, okay, Chris, are you just trying to let me know you're around and it's going to be okay? That's what I came to the conclusion. But anyway, it was pretty, it was wonderful and intense at the same time because I really needed to know that he was around.
Right. I will remind you, Catherine, as we're wrapping it up, don't forget sometimes just to be. That's an important thing, right? The doing is important. The being is more important. All right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Metatron. Thank you.
Beloved. You're so welcome, beloved one.
I love you, Metatron.
We love you as well. All right, Marty, good to see you, my friend.
Yes, I realize your name just starts me vibrating.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. And so I thought, oh my God, I don't want to pass up an opportunity to talk with you.
Thank you.
I love the question that people have been asking of what message might my soul have for me at this moment. I'd love to hear your response to that.
All right, we're gonna take a sip of water before we get into that one. You're doing it, Marty, but you're doing it small. Do you understand what we're saying? You're bringing the word, you're bringing the light, but you're keeping yourself small.
Well, this feels like an ongoing theme from as far back as I can remember in this life. And so I'm not sure what to do with it other than just keep putting one foot in front of the other. But when I hear that, it sounds, part of me wants to judge that. It sounds like a criticism that I feel like I have toward myself. So any advice about that?
Yes, we have some good advice for you. We're going to ask you to do an exercise with Yeshua. And so you will, where did you go? You moved. Oh, there
I don't even know. Here I am.
All right. So sit down. Imagine that Yeshua stands or sits in front of you and hold hands. And the two of you together just begin to expand, 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 expand until your energy reaches the furthest corners of the cosmos, and just hold for 2 minutes, and then begin to bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. And make that an exercise that takes up maybe 4 to 5 minutes of your day. And what's going to start to happen is you're going to begin to move past the physicality, which you have a perception that lives inside of you that you can't be as big as, or as you can't be Yeshua because you're this, right? You can't be spirit because you're this. And so this exercise is going to stretch you. It's going to in a very different way, it's going to integrate your energy with that of Yeshua. You already have been doing that, but this is going to integrate it even more. And then what's going to happen is that when you are open, right? You're not open here, right? You are, pardon us, we're not saying this right. You're already open here. You're already open here. But as you do this exercise of opening further, then you're going to start to notice things being put in front of you, opportunities, right? Things that Spirit's asking you to do, and trusting those messages, which you do a good job at that a great deal of the time. But just being in the absolute flow of spirit, almost imagining that you're not living a human life at all, but you're living the life of I am. You're almost living yourself inside out, right? And that is going to begin to create a an energy that's going to kind of burst you out of the current container that you're in. Okay? It's all good. And we were not meaning to be punitive when we spoke that to you. You wanted to know what your soul was saying. It's like you're almost there. So I'm going to give you an exercise to stretch. Okay.
Okay. I notice I don't want to ask you this question, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you this question. So, one of the, I don't know how else to talk about this other than to say that I've always disliked shoulds, and you're supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. So at this stage in my life, I feel like I don't pay a lot of attention to shoulds. And when something interests me, and it might be a television show that goes to dark places, I don't go for horror or anything like that, but it may go to violence and other things, and I'm finding myself quite interested and having a good time enjoying that. And I say, just trust that this is purposeful. Or lately, I've found myself totally like absorbed in an interest in learning how to make espresso coffee, and some part of me goes, "Wow, this is not what you should be doing," or something. And I'm going, no, this is where my interest is pulling me, and I'm letting myself go and staying awake, hopefully, in this process. So can you comment on that at all?
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody shoulds on themselves and musts on themselves and have tos on themselves. And really, we would so love to see each and every one of you let go of that, right? There's ebb and flow to life, to your journey, right? You will be led to explore espresso. Who knows what part that's going to play in your journey? You are watching something that's dark. Who knows what information that's going to give you, that's going to be needed by someone else, right? Following your instincts, following where you feel that your passion lies, where your interest lies, is important. Dreams are important as well. And so, revisit some of your dreams, Marty, right? And you'll be surprised that you may or may not, feel them anymore. But don't keep yourself in that box of I shouldn't be doing this, or I could better spend my time another way. Give it to yourself. If you're feeling it, if it's calling to you, give it to yourself fully, with no judgment, with all the love you can muster. Right?
Yes, thanks.
You're so welcome, my friend. So welcome. All right. Olga, hello. Olga, you have your mute on.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I have a baby here.
Hello, baby. Oh, hello.
So my question is, like, I had my third baby, and so I've been pretty busy being a mom. And so I would like to know if it's possible what is next for me.
All right. Oh my goodness, you have your hands full and you're looking for more, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's beautiful. One of the most important things for you is raising conscious children, right? Helping your children to know their gifts, and helping all children to know their gifts, to help them to be able to hang on to their gifts as they move into adolescence and their teen years, so that when they become adults, they are fully open. Because your children, beloved one, are special. They are beautiful light beings that are going to make some changes on this planet. You already know this. You already
Yeah.
know this. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that is your prime directive, right?
Thank you.
Is helping your children to open and stay open. And so
Mm.
that will spill over to helping other children understand their gifts and to stay open as well. And like our channel, it might even flow over into the parents and those that love those children and help them understand how to support their special children. Right? This
Okay.
this is something that your soul has made some agreements in this lifetime. Right?
Mm.
Right. And these things are not everybody can do this, Olga.
Mm.
Not everybody can do this. Not everyone is called to do this. So
Mm.
pay attention to your heart, pay attention to where you're feeling led. Trust that. And if there's anything that you need, please do not hesitate to reach out to our woman. All right.
Yeah,
Please.
thank you so much.
You will receive as much support as you need. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Does this answer your question?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's one thing. We're not going to get into the other things right now because this is your nugget today. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you,
And
Metatron.
everything evolves. Thank you for being here, beloved one.
Thank you.
Indeed. Hello. How are
Hello.
you, Vicky?
I'm expanding.
Indeed.
So my question, and by the way, thank you. I'm so feeling so honored to be here and happy to see you. I've spent a year very much expanding, and Spirit has led me into incredible things that I could never have imagined on my own. What's testing me are all my relationships, not all of them, but a lot of the important ones. And I just want to know, what is my soul saying in relationship to these changes in my relationships? Some of them are becoming solid, super solid. None are falling by the wayside, but they're morphing and changing. And I just want to make sure that I pay attention to that and I get from that what I really need.
All right. Pardon us. The cat is snoring and we're waking it up so it will stop snoring. All right. All right. So Mickey, through the summer and through the end of the year is a real time of completion, particularly completion with relationships. And so contracts are being completed. And just because a soul contract is completed doesn't mean that somebody's not going to continue to be in your life. They're just going to continue to be in your life in a different way, with a different energy. And so a lot of the changes in your relationships are related to completing soul agreements. You've done what you signed up to do, and so have they. And so the dynamics of the relationships are changing. And you will find that some of them are going peacefully and some of them are fighting tooth and toenail, right? So don't forget your neutrality.
Okay.
don't forget to just hold space, not only for your process, but for their processes as well. You do really well at that. We don't worry about you, but just, it's
I just,
okay.
yeah, I just had one blow up on me 5 minutes before I came into this meeting.
Right.
And
Right.
I didn't know, I don't think I handled it neutrally.
Yeah.
I said my piece. I also want to be careful that I also have strong boundaries.
Right.
Yeah, and so I do want to know, I held circles, my first circles. They went fabulously, fabulously.
Good for you.
However, my co-creation partner exploded on me. But it was good learning. I mean, it's massively good learning. It was rough, but I handled it well in the end. But I got exhausted. I mean, I'm physically exhausted. And I've been even told that I may have a fractured assemblage point. I'm not sure if that's true, which is
A
more
fractured what?
assemblage point, which could also be seen as a fractured heart. And I feel I'm just exhausted. So I'm trying to figure out, there's a part of me that's only 20% of me afraid to go back out in the world and expand the way I did with these circles. And I'm chalking it up to just some kind of healing that has to happen in between here.
Okay. So you're thinking too much.
Okay.
Everything is all in the head, beloved one. Don't forget to shift out of beta, shift the brainwave frequencies out of beta into alpha, and really open up the right brain. And everything you need is right there. So one of the reasons when a partner drops away, as we're looking at the prime example, it means that you're supposed to step out on your own. There's no harm, there's no foul. It's just where spirit is leading you, right?
My
And
own,
so,
yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah. And so you will be equally successful doing what spirit's calling you to do, whether you have a partner or you're doing it individually. All right. But get out of that headspace. I know this is something we poke you about quite frequently, right?
Yeah, I'm a big head person. But I work at it and I will do more work with it. And are you sensing that there is a fracture in the heart, or is that not the case? Oh, okay. Okay.
There's some trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some trauma, and healing and releasing the trauma is a good idea. Work with the perineum. You will get more result working with the perineum than you will working directly with the heart on this. Okay. But no, there's nothing broken, nothing fractured. All right.
Thank you.
Indeed. Our pleasure. All right. Okay. Who is next? Ah, you haven't gotten enough of us, my friend. You are muted, Michael.
Yes, we have somebody else here in the group that'd like to ask a question.
Of course.
I've had enough.
We thought perhaps you had. Hello, beloved one.
Hello, Metatron. I appreciate this opportunity. I'm very grateful. I've heard many things about you from Michael and Annie and David, and grateful to have an opportunity to ask a question. My name is Annalise.
Annalise.
I've been dealing with some physical challenges recently, which have made me slow down, which is a good thing. And I love that personal message from my soul. What do you see will help me on my spiritual journey and physical journey?
All right. So, and we're saying this gently because there's nothing wrong with this. Your journey has always been more about spirit and less about physical, right? You've always spent quite a bit of time out of the body in the spirit realm doing spirit's work, right? And right now, what is happening is that the body needs your attention. It needs your focus. It needs to be able to speak to you about what it is that it needs to be the type of container, the type of vessel that you need for moving forward in your work. Because there's still work to do, beloved one. You're not done, right? You are not complete with all that you are here to do with spirit. But really, there's kind of a pause going on because working with the body first, healing that physicality by understanding what the body needs and listening to that is important. Making sure that you're really getting into your body every day and spending a little bit more time in it rather than out in the ethers. And when you begin to do that, you're going to notice that there's a greater amount of vitality. So we'd like to give you a mudra. It's a hard thing to do over the Zoom. It's called the Brahma Mudra. And it starts by you fold your thumbs in and you curve your fingers around your thumbs, and then you put your knuckles together like that, right? Beautiful. Now take that down to your solar plexus, and you see how your fingers are pressing into your solar plexus. Just turn it so that your fingers are up and your pinkies are against your solar plexus, and relax your shoulders. And just begin to feel the energy of that. This is about energy and vitality. If you will utilize this mudra daily, it's really going to feed your inner generator. Okay? And if you're having a difficult time understanding it, go look up Brahma Mudra and you'll see all that you need to do. It also opens up your creativity right there in your solar plexus, and it opens up your free will in your solar plexus. So being in the physical body and doing this is really important right now. That's where the next big evolution for you is going to come from. All right. Does that assist?
And this will help. It does. I have either a pinched nerve or a pulled muscle in my ribs. It happened Sunday night. And I'm on pain medication now. It hurts to breathe. So I imagine this will help.
Yes, indeed.
With that.
It will help. Yes, it will.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work, beloved one. Thank you. All right. Laura Joy.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. It's wonderful to be in the group tonight. And I would like to know what my heart and my soul would like to have me be revealed to me right now. It's been a very interesting time to be here and to be part of the work that I'm doing. Is there more of an expansion or more directional?
All right. So first of all, Spirit would like you to know that you have all the time that you need. There's a perception that as you grow older, that the time is short and you've only got X amount, to do Spirit's work. But Spirit would like you to know that you have all the time you need. You are also completing some of your soul contracts and soul agreements in this lifetime. And so where you've been headed in one direction, maybe turning just a little bit. And that's okay. That's okay, because the slight turn allows new energies to be able to come in and connect with you. Your voice is very important, whether it be singing, whether it be light language, whether it just be speaking. Your voice is very important. The vibrational frequency that you carry is something that can, how do you say, kind of work its way through resistance. You don't have to push it, you don't have to force it. It's just the frequency that you carry. So where you see resistance, speak to it, right? And watch things begin to shift and change before your very eyes. Are you connected to light language at this time?
I'm sorry, repeat that, please.
Are you connected to light language at this time?
Not through the organization that you are, but I do messages. And I guess I really just wanted a message or the messages for me tonight, because I do give a lot of messages, yes.
Beautiful. Light language is something that is available for you when you're ready for it.
Is
And
that
that
another way?
also will come through the voice and be powerful. All right.
Is that something through your teachings?
Oh, there are many upon the planet that are doing light language. So you go where it resonates with you. All right.
Okay. Mhm.
All right. All right, Laura Joy. Blessings to you, beloved one. Ah, we keep squeaking. Can you hear that? Okay, maybe it's
Thank
just
you.
us. You're so welcome. Hello, Kathy. Hello.
First, I wanted to say thank you. It's such a pleasure to be in your presence.
You're so welcome. We are so happy to be able to be here with everyone.
Thank you. I also would like to see if there's anything new that my soul would like for me to know.
Surrender is an important thing for you.
I worked on that today with a friend.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Surrender is a big deal for you because sometimes you live your life with your hands clenched.
Okay.
Right? Which has the energy of controlling things, right? Particularly with people that you love, right? There's that feeling that you've got to take care of everybody, and so you hang on really tight. And so surrender doesn't mean that you're going to love anybody any less. It just means that you're going to be holding a different vibrational frequency that will draw them to you organically, instead of you feeling like you've got to hold on and pull them in. Surrender will open things up, and communication will be better. The ebb and the flow of the love will be more fully engaged, and you'll see a very big shift in your relationships. by being able to surrender a bit.
I never thought of it in that respect. Thank you.
You're so welcome. So welcome. And we are pleased that you are working on it. And, we'll go deeper with that in class, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Not going to let it go too quickly.
I've been working on my tree.
Beautiful. Good job. Good job.
Is
Keep
that
up.
it?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right. You're so welcome, beloved one. Hello. How are you, Janet?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. So my question is actually about romance. Venus has been very active, kicking up questions about finances and romance for me. My question is really just general, but I did have a romantic relationship from the past sort of resurface, and I guess I'm unsure if there's some lesson or soul contract, but I'm really just asking in general where I'm at, what I need to know or do or learn or work on.
All right. So the relationship from the past, right? Sometimes you revisit relationships and you're at a different level, and so there's new lessons and blessings, new things to receive, and ways to grow from that relationship. What we would say to you, beloved one, is one of the things that you might benefit from is really managing your energy. And a great deal of the time, your energy tends to be a little bit low. Have you noticed that? And so the mudra that we were sharing is something that would be helpful for you as well, right? Tuck the thumbs in, wrap the fingers around, bring the knuckles together. It's called the Brahma Mudra. Bring that down to your solar plexus and then turn it so that your pinky fingers are in your solar plexus and your knuckles are still together and the fingers are pointing up, and relax the shoulders, right? This is going to increase your vitality, increase your vibrational frequency. If you can increase your vibrational frequency, your light quotient, each and every day, beloved one, you're going to notice that a lot of the stagnant energy that you've been dealing with, a lot of the brain fog, not being able to concentrate or find a direction to go, when you can vibe it up, when you can raise your vibe, you're going to notice that you have access to so much more of your own wisdom and the wisdom of your guidance as well. This is a really important thing for you right now. All right. You've come to a place, and people often come to these places, maybe some of you others that are experiencing this as well. You come to the place where there's a fork in the road. The fork in the road offers you the opportunity to stay on the same path with the same energy in the same direction that you're heading, or it offers you the opportunity to really branch out, to try new things, to embrace new energy protocols, to begin to understand who you are and what you're here to do. And that's something that takes a little bit of a process, right? That cannot be all answered here in this moment. But Janet, you're at that point. And so your choices right now in your life are important. You can maintain the status quo, or you can take some chances and bring some change into your life, right? Neither is right or wrong. It is just choice. There will be a set of lessons and blessings no matter which branch of the road you decide to take, right? So don't make yourself wrong if you decide to stay where you are right now. It's perfectly fine. It's all about your choice. But if you will raise your vibrational frequency each day, the choices and seeing the two different roads will be much easier for you. All right?
Yeah.
Right? Does that assist you?
Yes. The energy that you mentioned, is that any physical issue or just changing stagnancy?
It is changing stagnancy, right? You have the ability to raise your vibration every day. You can do it by clapping your hands, stomping your feet. You can use the mudras. You can sing. You can tone. Any of these things will shift your vibrational frequency, right? It's easier to do than you might think. All right?
Thank you very much.
Indeed. Have some fun with it, beloved one. It's not all so serious, right? All right. So we are going to go ahead with who is next? Hello. You.
Hello?
On the iPhone. Hello. You are muted. Beloved one, you are muted. Short hair glasses, you are muted. There you go. Hello.
Oh, no, you're speaking to me. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I just had a general question about if you could let me know if there's any messages for me about moving. I've just been really anxious and I'm having a hard time right now.
You're so sorry, beloved one. Life's kind of weighing on your shoulders right now, right? Do you want to move?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How can we support you in that? Right? We can tell you that it's okay if you make that choice and kind of point your boat in that direction, that everything is going to begin to resolve itself and you will be able to create, you know, a new life. Right? But there's no rush. You're grieving, yes. Yes. So while it's uncomfortable, beloved one, that grieving process is important. Don't try to run away from it. Just allow yourself the space. And please know that those of us in the unseen are with you. Those that you love that have left the planet are always with you, right? There's nowhere else to go. Spirit is always there, right? And so if you need help, right, please reach out to our channel, right? Please reach out. There's all of the information is on the website, Metatron's Mystical Muse. Let her know that Metatron told you to reach out, right? Because she won't remember. Please know that you are welcome to do so, to receive any support that you need.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
It won't always feel like this. it won't always look like this, beloved one. There are still good days to come. All right?
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Sending you many blessings.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right. All right. Jonathan. Hello, my friend. It is good to see you. How goes it?
Namaste, beloved Metatron. Namaste, everyone. Jonathan here. Nice to be connected to you again. Happy Friday, everyone. So, my question is my spiritual journey, the next step or evolution on my spiritual journey. That's my burning question for my soul.
Well, it hasn't changed, my friend. It really hasn't changed. You are here to be the healer. You are here to bring all of that beautiful energy to help the planet, to help the humans around you. That is still your soul's purpose, right? Are you feeling comfortable with doing that?
Yes.
Beautiful. Then we support you in that. Is there anything else we can do to support you in the process?
Yeah, I wanted to know what it is I can do to help elevate myself more to fulfill this mission or this purpose.
Okay. Well, remember your tools. You've got a lot of tools, my friend, right? Remember each day to connect with spirit. We don't think that that is a problem for you. And remember who you are, please. Please know thyself. Remember that. Know thyself. The effort that you're putting into your life, how do we say it? It's good effort, right? But please don't forget to be also drawn. Let spirit draw you into things, right? You are a brilliant healer. You are a beautiful channel. Put your tools to work. You've got everything you need. You've got everything you need, Jonathan.
Thank you.
And we love you completely. You don't have to be any different than who and what you are in this moment. Right? The world is your oyster if you will allow it to be, right?
Thank you for this beautiful message.
We love you, my friend. All right. Thank you for being here today. All the way from where you live, far away. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Sharon. It has been a long time since we have been in your presence. Pardon us, we are taking a hearing aid out. Okay. Sharon, where are you? We're going to ask you to speak loud, please.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can change the volume. I don't know if that'll
It's
help.
all right. We hear you fine.
Okay. Well, thank you for remembering me.
Of course.
It's been many, 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 many years.
Yes, indeed.
And I feel like I've been on this journey for a really long time. I wrote some notes because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget something. But at this point, I feel like I'm really tuned in to my guides. I can, I've been meditating regularly. I journal quite a lot. I recommend that to anybody that comes on my path. I'm not I'm not officially signed up like a healer or anything like that, but it feels like I feel like I'm doing my work anyway. But I just want to make sure that my ego is in check, and that if there's something that my guides are trying to tell me and I'm not listening, I want to be vulnerable and surrender myself to any kind of messages. I have this like pain in my kind of my neck and my shoulder, and it's lasted me about a month. And sometimes I wonder, well, you know, what am I supposed to know about this? That's that's a lot of it.
Okay. So please, when you go to get ready for bed, look at yourself in the mirror. And what you're going to notice is that one shoulder is lower than the other, and one hip is higher than the other, and kind of curved in. So your structural alignment is off, beloved one. And so we know that you probably have someone that can help you with that. It would be helpful if you were consistent in keeping your structure in alignment, and we'll tell you why. Right? Because what's happening for you right now, you're not missing anything, right? But your vibrational frequency is being raised. You've probably noticed more energy in your space, maybe even ringing in your ears, and when you close your eyes to go to bed at night, lots of shapes and colors, right? So you're getting an upgrade, if you know, if you can look at it like that. And so with that upgrade, please pay attention to what's happening with your body and your energy field. You do a really good job at managing your energy. You've always been really neutral. But we will say that with this upgrade, there is one stepping forward that is going to ask you if you will work with them. And they will be bringing you messages to either write or speak, right? And it's a guide that has been around, but they have never really stepped fully present in the past. And so they are there right over your right shoulder. You might even feel them sometimes behind you, right? So please tap in, see what it is that they have for you, because they're bringing a gift, right? They're bringing a gift, and they have some deep love and communication to share with you, all right?
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate it.
so welcome. You are so welcome.
Wonderful to see you.
Good to see you as well. All right, we have come to the top of the hour, so we will take one more. Michelle, hello, beloved one. Michelle, you are muted.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize that I rose my hand. Okay. How are you?
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
You're in two
here I am.
different places, right? Ah,
Yeah.
so there's a Michelle up there and a Michelle down there. All right, it's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Did you
Yeah,
have a
I
question,
don't think it was for
Michelle?
me. Yeah, the other Michelle then. So I'm sorry. All right. Other Michelle, go on.
It's okay. Did you have a question, beloved one?
Kind of. So,
Well, here I am. I am at your service.
lately my guides have been telling me that I need basically to step into my power, and that it's time. And my question to them has been, what is my power? And one thing, the only clue that they've really given me is that it's not any kind of blockage from a past life. It's this current life. So I'm just kind of like, what is it? Just a little nudge in the right direction.
All right. So you are still working through some of the old traumas from this lifetime, right? And so I think that one of the most important things for you is to sit down and figure out to you what does stepping into your power mean. And that's an important piece of this journey for you, right? Because you have perceptions and thought processes of what it will look like and feel like once you step into your power. Well, that may or may not be the way it's going to look and feel. So we're going to ask you really to ask for help in clearing the last of the trauma, right? And then it's going to be much easier to step into your power when you know what that looks and feels like for you, because you are the one making the choices. You are the one in co-creation, right? Right? We see you as fully empowered. We see you for the truth of who you are. We would hope that you begin to see yourself that way. Right? Again, we were talking to somebody earlier, living life from your I am, right? Living the inside out. That's empowerment. All right? Does that assist you?
Beautiful. That does, and definite confirmation. Thank you, as always.
Indeed. It's good to see you, beloved one. It's been a while. All right, Michelle. The other Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. How are you, beloved one?
It's been a long time. Many blessings. Thank you
Yes.
for calling on me.
Of course.
A strange time now as a new empty nester in a strange, unexpected way. So time to really reflect on my right purpose, next steps, and service, bringing my gifts to who should receive them, which seems to mostly be infants, but there's probably more. And I think the question would be, I'm still, I wonder if my contract is well and my main relationship is really hitting that place of reevaluation, and I think any clarity on any of those two topics would be amazing.
All right. All right. So, what your guidance is showing us is that yes, there is a negotiation or reevaluation of that main soul contract to be looked at again, right? And what they're talking about is that place of not have to or should or must in the relationship or in how you step forward in the world. And the question is, what do you want? And understanding what you want and understanding that what you want is what your soul wants for you is an important piece of this. Sometimes you are kind of putting what you want off to the side, hoping for, making sure that you're following spirit or soul in a certain direction. It's a co-creation, and they're reminding you that it's a co-creation, and what you want is important. What you need is important. Please ask for what you want and what you need so that spirit can act to your highest good, right? That's an important thing for you to know. It's a co-creation, and you count. Spirit couldn't do it without you. You couldn't do it without spirit. You are an important part of the equation. Please begin to honor yourself in that way. Right? Honor yourself. in the process. Honor yourself as you are reevaluating your relationships, right? Please don't worry about others before you worry about yourself. Okay.
Thank you.
You know what we are speaking of, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Beloved one, you too have everything you need. You've got it all. You've got it all. Just remember how important you are to spirit. Okay?
Mm.
Okay. And come see us again soon. All right?
Okay.
Don't
Thank
let it be all these years before you come back and spend time with us. All right. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. Michael, we're complete, right? Yes? Everyone at your party, are you complete?
There was a question. It's up to you if there's time or not.
What is the question?
Hello, Metatron.
Hello.
I have a question in terms of relationship with my older daughter. We've had a difficult year, and I'm just wondering if you have any words of wisdom to share and how I might be able to help her, or at least hold it in a way that would be helpful for her as well as myself.
Right. Well, please continue to pray for her and bless her. Right. And it's really important that you meet her right where she is, not where you want her to be. You understand what we're saying? It's like everyone wants for their children to be whole and healed and in good places. And she needs to be exactly where she is. And
Yes.
so please make sure that you're not trying to fix things, but hold the space for her to be able to approach you freely, of course, and hold the space of love and possibility for her, right? Continue to hold the image of her, divinity, her divine blueprint, so that when she's ready, that will be mirrored back to her, right?
Right.
There's not too much that words are going to do at this point in time, right? It's mostly about the love. So much of what you can do for her is not done with words. It's done with energy. It's done with love. Right? Does that make sense to you?
It makes perfect sense.
Love gets through all of the barriers. Words often create more barriers, even when that is not the intention. Okay.
Yeah, I'm experiencing that.
Yes, indeed, indeed. All will be well. She's working her way through a dark night of the soul.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a very big evolutionary jump for her soul. So
Excellent. Thank you so much.
indeed,
Blessings.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you for being here for all of us.
Indeed, our pleasure. So we are going to go ahead and bring our channel back. Thank you all for being here, and we will look forward to seeing you next time, because we will be back. All right. All right. Namaste. Hey, everybody. How are you doing?
Great.
Hey, Wendy.
Great.
Everybody
Thanks
get
so
their
much. It was
questions answered?
beautiful.
It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Glad you enjoyed. Metatron and I will be back again next month, and I'll also be doing another evening with Elijah as well. Keep your eyes open. I'm getting ready to start sharing some of the things that I'll be doing next year. I'm also going to be part of a 1-year program next year that's going to be extraordinary. So I will be sharing all of those exciting things with you. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. Text is easiest for me, but Messenger or emails, I will always answer. It just takes me a little bit longer. All right. Thank you. It's been a blessing to be with you all today. Have a great weekend, everybody. You guys,
too.
I love it. You made my weekend. I'm going to be flying through till Monday. Bye,
Thank you.
Marty. Good to see you.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Love you
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Michael. Thank
Bye.
you. See you all later. Bye.